Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie and I live in Utah Zone 6/7. And today I get to do a video that I've been waiting to do for about 5 years. Now, ever since I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to do a video that focused in on the quail that live on my property. But I wanted to get the life cycle of the quail. I wanted to film the babies, I wanted to film the eggs because they lay eggs in my yard every year, and the parents. And my little quail are so nervous about having me outside that I haven't been able to get all the footage that I wanted until this year. So let me show you what the baby quail look like. So this is a video that I took today, and it's of all the baby quail that hatched just recently. Now let me show you a picture of the eggs that were in my garden. The quail that I have usually plant their eggs in my garden beds. Now they can be a little bit destructive in my garden beds, not enough that I want to get rid of them. They do like to roll around and dig through there, eat some of the baby plants, and take dust baths, which does disturb my plants. And they always build their nest in one garden bed underneath the vegetables, and I always forget every year until I start pulling out the vegetables and find the nests underneath. But this year I was really careful, and we found 8 eggs. You can see there were 8 eggs. And I left it alone once I harvested the vegetables around it, and the mother bird was able to hatch all of the babies, and this is the video of those babies. Now only one of the eggs did not hatch. She kicked it out of the nest, roughed up her nest as if to tell me that that egg's not going to hatch. I can go back to watering that bed. And so I buried that egg, and now we just have baby quail. Now here's another video of the babies from last year. I was only able to get a couple of videos of those little babies, and they were so cute. They were a little bit older than they are now. Now is June, which is about when the babies hatch, and the next video is in July, and that's when they're a little bit older. Now, quail love to eat seeds. So if you have an area that you can let go a little bit wild and have flower seeds or weed seeds that the quail can eat, they love that. They'll also eat snails. Now I am constantly finding empty snail shells around my yard, and I'm assuming that is the quail eating them. They'll eat several different kinds of bugs, so they do help you out in your property, but they will also eat some of your baby plants. And the way I help with that is the plants that they like the most are my cucumbers. So I'll just put a Dixie cup around the cucumber. I'll start the seeds inside, and then when I transplant them outside, I'll put a Dixie cup until they get about 3 true leaves. Once they have 3 true leaves, the quail don't seem to bother them anymore. You also need a water source. I don't have one on my property, but the sprinklers in the neighborhood go off quite a bit, and there's always water in the gutters. So I'm assuming that's where the quail are getting their food, their water. And let me show you where they like to hide out during the day. So this is my wild hill. It's a very steep slope. The person who built this house is the one who planted this slope. I added a few things. I added some lilacs. I added my little pluot tree there. But there is a lot of juniper back there. There's some creeping euonymus that I really don't like that much. But this makes a perfect area for the quail and all sorts of different birds to hide. They absolutely love it in here. Matter of fact, if we can listen really carefully, I am hearing them rustle around in there. Okay, they stopped rustling. But anyway, the quail are a lot of fun to watch. They're really cute, and they are not that destructive in your yard. Now, building a habitat that supports wildlife and birds is something that I absolutely love to do. I always grow a ton of berries and a ton of fruit, which brings in a lot of different birds. We've actually had pheasants overwinter on my property. Just recently, we have a couple of blue jays that have laid eggs, I think, because they've come, and I'll show you a video now of the blue jay that came to argue with my cat through the window, and he sat and yelled at my cat through the window for probably a half an hour, and here's a video of that. And I thought that was pretty funny. The mate of that bird was just flitting in and out, and I never had the mate in the picture. But there's so many birds that come through your property if you just plan a little bit. Give them cover, give them a water source, give them the type of food that they like, either fruit or seeds or insects, and birds will just enhance your life. Now, I do lose some fruit to birds, but I plant enough of it that they can have whatever they want and I'll still have enough to spare. Now, I would love to hear what your favorite birds are and which ones come to your property. Oh, before I end this video, I will link a video above that I did on hummingbirds. I have a lot of hummingbirds that visit my property. I don't put hummingbird feeders out. I just put flowers out that they like, and they tend to come every year. But anyway, once again, I would love to hear what your favorite birds are, which ones come to your property, what you plant for food for them. And hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and have a wonderful garden adventure.